Hey guys, so this is completely different than anything I've ever put on here. I contemplated whether I wanted to do this or not, but I feel like there's so many people on YouTube showing all the good things. It's great we can do hair and makeup, but nobody's showing real things when they have so many, especially young girls watching, and they have an opportunity to put something out to these girls that they might actually take something from and benefit in their lives. My mom's probably going to get really pissed at me for doing this, but I don't know. I feel like it's just something that I want to talk about and I want other people to hear because it's something that never gets discussed. By the time I get this up, I will probably be about 1 month sober from drinking, which isn't a huge accomplishment, but when I sat down and figured it out, that hadn't happened for more than a week or so since I've been about 13, 14, whenever I was a freshman in high school. Saying that out loud sounds disgusting. To think that for the last 12 to 13 years, so much of my life and who people know me as was surrounded by alcohol. When I was about 13 or 14 in high school, I was hanging out with the party girls. We were out every weekend, we were partying, that's what we did. So I feel like at a very young age, the attention and the, I guess, stereotype I got was being that party girl, that was always out drinking, doing crazy things, having so much fun. And I guess it just stuck with me that's what people saw me as when I was so easily influenced at my early teenage years that up until even recently, that's the persona I felt like everyone had of me was, oh, there's Sarah, she's always out, always at the bar, she's so crazy, like, oh my God. And it's like, now that things have changed, it's made me really question myself on a deeper level as far as like who people really know me as and who I really am. It took something. I don't learn easily. My mother tells me this all the time. It takes me learning the hard way to realize something. So for me to realize that I needed to cut alcohol out of my life, it took a scary situation where I put my own life at risk, and realizing afterwards that I could not be here right now because of alcohol is a really good way to scare the shit out of yourself. Like not only did I scare myself, people I really cared about that night were crying, scared. They didn't know what was going on, trying to figure out if I was okay. And seeing the look on people's faces when they come to wherever you were and that they didn't know what they were walking into and they didn't know what was wrong, where you were, how you were. I'm not going to get into details because it's not really necessary, but seeing my mom especially and the way we've connected since this happened, the look on my mother's face when she said that I've always thought that you would be the one I would bury, something bad was going to happen to you because of the way you live. It was just a really big slap in the face. I've always been a very strong person, very independent, and I've always had a lot of willpower. So coming out of this, I said, you know what? I'll just stop drinking. No big deal. Like, I can do this. And I have, but it's really made me realize a lot because, for example, like on the weekends, it was like, okay, so what do I do now? That's what I did on the weekends. I dressed up, went out, got drunk, and acted stupid. So I literally found myself saying, what am I supposed to do this weekend? And saying that sounds pathetic. That what am I supposed to do this? There's so many other things you could do. it's made me really question who people know me as, because people know me as being funny, crazy, and drunk. But so it's like, so now it's like, you know, like, who am I? Like, what do people know me as? Like, I don't know what it is that makes me or made me so dependent. Like, I felt like I had to drink all the time. Like, I never drove. Everyone always drove because I would be drunk. And everybody knew that. No one ever even asked me to drive places. Like, everyone just assumed. So it makes me question, like, what it was about drinking that was so appealing to me. I don't know if it was just the whole partying aspect, if it was the attention. I mean, I don't know. Like, it makes me question relationships. It makes me question experiences. It makes me question a lot about my life and how much of it has been based on what alcohol was doing in my life. It makes me feel like I don't know myself. And now I'm starting to realize who I am and learning more about myself, which makes me really think, you know, there's probably a lot of friendships, a lot of relationships that I probably didn't know who I was 100%. And they probably suffered, and some of them are no more because of that. While I'm saying all this, I want to make clear that I was not an alcoholic that woke up every day and needed to drink. You know, I would go days without drinking. It's not like I needed alcohol every day of my life. I was just that person that when I did drink, I didn't stop. You know, like, I went out and I didn't stop until the bar closed. And when I get to that point, I'll go anywhere, I'll do anything. I don't care, because I don't know what I'm doing and all my judgment's right out the door. And that's when I make stupid mistakes and I put my own life at risk by doing that. So it's not so much that I'm trying to say, you know, I was this everyday raging alcoholic, because I wasn't. But it's more to put out the binge style of drinking. And, you know, I have a lot of younger girls that watch my YouTube videos and follow me on Instagram, and I think this is something important because it starts when you're a teenager. That's when it started for me. Like, and once you get started, I mean, a lot of people just keep going, and that's the party lifestyle. That's how they want to be. So it's just something I feel like a lot of younger girls need to be careful of. It's something that needs to be paid attention to more, because I feel like it is overlooked a lot and people just laugh it off as being crazy and drunk, and it's not safe, it's not healthy, it's not a lot of things. You know, it's insane this past month even how different things feel. Like, I woke up in my own bed on a Sunday morning, not on someone's couch, and I wasn't tired, I wasn't hungover, I wasn't eating a McDonald's breakfast on the way home because I had to work in a few hours and I had to pull it together. Like, it's amazing how good you can feel when you start to realize and make changes. You know, my body feels different, the way I think feels different. I'm not putting out this video for sympathy, I'm not putting it out for attention. I'm putting it out because there are people that pay attention to what I say for some reason, and this is something that I feel like should be able to be talked about. And if one girl hears what I'm saying and avoids going through what I had to go through to learn this lesson, then this is worth it. So if anyone wants to comment, send me things, I'm totally open to it and talking about this stuff, because as much as somebody else might be going through it, it might be the same thing I went through, and I'm still going through it, and I'm going to continue to go through it and learn a lot of things about myself and change a lot. And I have to say, I'm actually excited for that to happen. I'm excited to see how my life will be better and how things will change, and to discover more of myself and who I really am. And I guess we'll see what the future holds. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say right now. So if you guys want to comment, reach out to me, talk in any way, feel free. But until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.